I am Marcelin Izay. I am an exchange student from Belgium, hosted by the Juno Downtown Rotary Club. And I'm going to talk to you about the Youth Exchange Program today. This year, we are 19 exchange students in Alaska, from 16 different countries and 4 different continents. We are 19 teenagers between the age of 15 and 18 who left everything we knew, our families, our friends, our homes, to come to a country that we didn't know, with people we never met, a culture that was not ours, and a language that was hard to understand. But that was before. I am pleased today to speak on their behalf about the Youth Exchange Program and tell you how this experience changed us all, why the Youth Exchange is so important, and tell you again how grateful we are for being here. I remember this little child in the morning of August last year in Brussels airport saying goodbye to his parents, crying when he was giving last kiss. And I remember that person, that feeling of excitement and anxiety while boarding on the plane in Seattle after a long journey through mountains and oceans. I remember this guy stepping for the first time on Alaskan ground. Who was that kid? Was it me? Is it me? Or is it just the memory I have of a person I used to be? Who am I then? Who are we? Well, we are citizens of the world. We are young adults. We are involved, curious, and we have the strong determination to change the world. We simply are exchange students, and that's the best definition I can give you. We are a worldwide family with religions, colors, and cultures. Because the purpose of the youth exchange is not to erase cultural differences. On the other hand, it's increasing, it's showing how different people are and make a stronger world with our differences. The Youth Exchange motto is make the peace in the world one student at a time. By sharing our origins and cultures, by breaking stereotypes, and by being ambassador of our countries, we create tolerance, respect, and a link between communities. And those same links will prevent tomorrow's wars. Just because it's unimaginable for us to go fight a country where we have friends living in, or countries we understand why they think differently from us. The international orientation of the Youth Exchange let us not only bring our culture in another country and take theirs, it allows us to share so many different points of view, thanks to 3 host families or our amazing exchange student friends. In today's society, exchange students are the key to fight against anger, hatred, non-acceptance. Indeed, when I arrived here in Alaska at the beginning of the year, our first orientation, we told us, oh yeah, the motto of the Youth Exchange is make the peace in the world one student at a time. And I was like, well, that's great, but I think that's a bit too optimistic. But I thought about this during my exchange, and I really think this statement is true. 53 days ago, on March 22nd, my beautiful country, Belgium, has been the target of terrorist attacks. I saw Brussels airport blown up by teenagers who didn't have the chance to understand differences. I saw a symbol of globalization destroyed. I felt my identity attacked and my roots burned. I cried. That was hard for me. Even more knowing that my aunt would have died if the third bomb in the airport had exploded, or my sister if she decided to go to her classes an hour before. My family was lucky that day, but many other people were way less lucky. Many others were at the wrong place at the wrong time. Since the beginning of our exchange 9 months ago, several terrorist attacks happened all over the world. Nina from France, can you please wave? Nina is from France, and on November 13th, she lost 130 of her compatriots after shootings in Paris. Can I now ask Kenny and Rifki to wave? Kenny and Rifki are from Indonesia. And on January 14th, they lost 4 Indonesian fellows after Nazis attacked in a mall in Jakarta. Terrorism has no borders and no limits. And it affects everybody, everywhere. After the Brussels attacks, I found a deep meaning in my exchange. I realized it was more important for me to be here in Alaska on exchange when this happened than in my own country. Because I'm here to spread a message of understanding and tolerance. I'm able to change the world just by being an ambassador of my country abroad. That's why the Rotary Youth Exchange Program is so important. Exchange students make a real difference in this world. An exchange also makes a big impact on us exchange students. Personally, I grew a lot while I was in exchange. Not size-wise, I'm still short with a heavy blazer on my shoulders. I became more independent, outgoing and mature. Going on exchange helped me grow from a teenager to a young adult and made me understand so much better the world surrounding us. I feel like I'm more aware of what happened everywhere in the world. And just because I have someone or something to relate to events that happen in other countries. We have 19 exchange students here. It's 19 countries that I know have a deep link with. And I also believe myself as more optimistic and able to make a difference. During my exchange, I've met some of the most incredible people, and you are part of this. I am blessed to have been chosen to come to Alaska and discover the beauty of a not so well-known country, a state, sorry. On behalf of the inbounds, I wanted to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your warm welcome here in the last frontier. You are the ones who make all this happen and change us all. Without you, the world would be a way less nice place to live in. I don't even find words to tell you how grateful we are, because you don't even realize how much this experience means to us. Thank you, and thank you again. I would like to conclude with a passage of an article Sally mentioned I wrote for my Rotary Club just after the Brussels attacks. I'm 18. What can you do when you're just a teenager? What can expect a lonely star in the sky? Well, I look around me and I see many other stars in the sky. And I just got an idea to light up the darkness that's surrounding us. Let's shine even more. Let's make our heart be like the sun. Let's spread love, happiness, warmth to our families, friends, neighbors, and even strangers. You know, I was just a stranger when I arrived here 9 months ago. But when I look back at all the things we built together, it's way more important than anything else. This is our tolerance, respect, understanding, love, made us become incredible friends. This is all the purpose of my exchange. When I did my presentation in my club a few months ago, I just wanted to show them how much I love Belgium and my deepest roots. I tried to share with them and you the way we think, compare with you, compare our culture and make the world stronger. What I will remember from Alaska in 20 years won't be the fact that in Juneau it rained almost every day. I will remember those unknown faces welcoming me at the airport when I first arrived. I will remember the smiles you give me each time I see you. I will remember the rides you give me and the deep conversation we had. I will remember your kindness and your generosity. And those amazing moments will help me my entire life. They will help me a lot when, in 2 months, I will put back my feet in Belgium, in an airport I left, crying like a baby. An airport that is the last thing I saw from my country, the last souvenir I had from Belgium. An airport that I saw a bit more than a month ago on the television with broken windows and many broken hearts. So now, I know what to think, I know what to say, and I know what to do. Let's shine and smile and be happy and love and welcome strangers and just be a gift to the world. Thank you so much, Rotary, for making us become who we are. Thank you.